What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to another episode of Fistfights and Foolishness. My name is John. We're here with Scott and Tyler. So we just wrapped up UFC Fight Night, Moreno versus Royval 2 in Mexico City. Man, that was a hell of a card, hell of a night. What'd you guys think?
It was a fun card, man. Talk about a damn good free card, man. I wish all the fight nights were this good. I'd be watching all of them. I can't say I do, but this one I had to watch.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Man, some good fights, man. Yeah, we had Daniel McGruber. Just kidding. Daniel
Goofy Goober.
Daniel Zellhuber versus Francisco Prado. We also had Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. And the main event, Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval. The battle of the Brandons.
Yes, sir.
Those were all awesome fights. So,
They were great fights.
yeah, let's start with the third fight of the main card. We're going to skip the first two because, you know, in the words of Derek, nobody wants to see that shit.
And we don't want to see that shit.
Wait. Speaking about Derek, we should probably let the people know why he's not here, John.
Yeah, so turns out, the circus is in town, and for the viewers who didn't know, our colleague, co-host Derek, he has a part-time job. He's the backup. He does backup clown duties at the circus, and I guess the lead clown, Ronald, turns out he has a peanut allergy. So who would have thought? So his face all swollen up. So Derek, he got the phone call. Hey, Derek, your time. It's your time. Your time to shine. We need you to fill in for Ronald as the lead clown.
Hey, John, do you think when he got that call, do you think he was like an NBA player coming off the bench, just ripped off his shirt, like ready to get in there?
Oh, man. I could see it. I walked into his closet one time. He had like some Nikes, some Jordans, and he had some big-ass fucking clown boots. This big, like a size 18. Like, well, you're a size 11. So that's when I knew he wasn't joking. Like, all right, hey, Derek, good luck. Have fun. Look out for the elephants.
I'm offended that you went to the circus when there's fights on, man.
Can't believe
picked
it.
the circus over us, bro.
Luckily, it was just a fight night.
Yeah, don't you do this for a pay-per-view now?
So, yep, we'll have to do this one. It's going to be a party of 3 tonight. But let's hurry up and get on with this because
show must go on, right, John?
The circus actually starts at 7, so I need to hurry up and get on with this show so I can meet Derek at the circus.
Oh, you're trying to catch the show?
I'm trying to catch a show. Have you ever been to a circus?
It's been a minute.
I haven't been.
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go. Hey, them circus peanuts, they ain't no joke.
I heard a lot about
they
that.
Be hitting.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Spicy?
Are they spicy?
Shoot.
I don't know,
man. So awesome card. So
Pretty
cards, definitely.
Daniel Zellhuber. What a name. Versus Francisco Prado. So, let's see. Pretty entertaining, pretty exciting fight. Let's see. So Prado actually started off looking Great start. Man, it's crazy. The first round, he had this boxing stance, hands up all the time, right? Just getting in, staying in the pocket.
Kind of like Mike Tyson.
Yep. Staying in the pocket, firing. And then, so to me, in my opinion, he took that first round and then was a completely different fighter come round 2, right? I don't know how you get gassed so quick. He had a great first round, but maybe he spent too much energy. And round 2, the hands weren't up as much. Hands were down. The shots were lazy, lazy punches. And, man.
Yep.
And Zellhuber took advantage of it. I think he knew the game plan. He knew the assignment. He knew that Prado had that knockout power, and so he said, "Okay, all I got to do is survive this first round, maybe the second, and then let's see what happens." He waited for him to get gassed, and then started doing his thing, picking him apart, boom, boom, and
yeah, like you said, John. First round, Prado was looking slick, looking good out there, doing that side to side. Mike Tyson getting inside, doing his thing. Hitting him with some pretty good shots. Clearly won the first round, but then, second round he gassed. And like we were talking about the whole fight, it's like, how do you gas after one round? It's like how do you expect to ever go 5 rounds if you're gassing after 1 round? I don't know if there's an issue with the training camp. He didn't. I don't know. The cardio just sucked ass. Zellhuber was. He had enough gas to go 10 rounds. It looked like he wasn't barely sweating out there. Like second, third round, he owned those rounds. Prado got destroyed. It was a clear victory for Zellhuber. He looked solid. The only thing I wish he would have done is maybe gone for that kill.
Yeah,
I seen that eye was completely sealed shut. Completely compromised was Prado, and I like to see a kill shot. If you're out there trying to make a name for yourself, like he is, Zellhuber, you got a guy out there who's gassed and he's fighting with one eye. I need to see that knockout. You know, that's the only thing I miss. I know he had the fight in the bag. There's no need to risk anything. You're up. He has nothing in that third round for you. You don't want to get caught with a crazy lucky knockout shot. I get it. Play it safe. But if I'm Zellhuber, I'm going for that kill every time. You're going to make fans that way. But, props to him. He got the job done. Prado got to get back in there and get that gas tank better next time. Ty, what you got to say, man?
Well, I think Prado's problem was I think he was just trying to go for the knockout in the first round. Wasted all his energy. He was expecting that knockout. He didn't get it. So he just gassed. Exactly. I feel you can't do that in this sport. You got to be prepared for 5 rounds every fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you're gonna fight that style put all your power into your shots in the first round, you gotta train that way. I don't know. You gotta be able to, make it last more than 1 round.
Especially for someone who's bigger and longer than you. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it was in between the second and third round at the break when that guy's, I think his left eye was completely shut, right?
Completely shut.
They almost stopped the fight, and I remember his trainer telling him, hey, you don't need your eyes. You don't need your eyes. You just need guts. That. I disagree. I feel call this a bold take, but I disagree. I think you need your eyes to fight. And but hey, he wanted to continue fighting. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him for continuing to fight.
It didn't hit. That one didn't hit for some reason, John. Sorry.
No. Anybody in the back? Oh. Sorry, it didn't hit.
Hey, you gotta laugh at that little highlight reel at the end of the fight, though. I've never seen
the
the way they edit it to where it's like boom, boom, boom. It's just you just see like little stills of every little significant blow. I've never seen it. It was so funny, man. I love it.
Now moving on. So Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. Man, crazy fight. This could have been a pay-per-view fight. This could have been a main event on any fight night. Man,
good fight, cool fight.
Yep, I was looking forward to this one. Brian Ortega has been kind of out for a while. He hasn't been very active. And, all this talk about this rebirth, this transformation. And, man, you got to kind of believe him.
Well, John, before the fight started, I was giving my prediction. And as per usual, I was off. I had Yair just destroying him on the feet. I just thought Brian Ortega was going to be a bloody mess before the end of this fight. But I was wrong. You were right.
I'm stupid. You're smart. I was wrong. You were right. You're the best. I'm the worst. You're very good looking. I'm not attractive.
As per usual, you said Ortega sub second round is what you said?
Yes, sir.
And is that what ended up being second round sub?
I believe so. I think so. Yeah.
I mean, Yair looked really good in that first round. He did a lot of damage. But then Ortega realized, I can't stand at all with this guy. Let me get inside, get a hold of him. I want to trip him and get on top of him. And Yair's ground game is terrible. Like, he had no answer for the ground game. And when Ortega was able to get full mount with like 4.5 minutes in the second round, I knew it was a wrap right then and there. Yair, man, I want to call you a gatekeeper. You're exciting. You got really flashy kicks. I like that Taekwondo black belt. I mean, I did Taekwondo for a minute. But you can't win in this game if you're not well-rounded. And the ground game is just not there for Yair. He gets taken down too damn easily, dominated on the ground. It was an exciting fight though. But yeah, Ortega, is he gonna do anything in the future to win the belt? I don't really see it. But you know, Topuria Ortega, that'd be a fun fight. I think Topuria would make light work of Ortega, but props to Ortega for getting it done today, back in the win column. Tyler, what do you have to say about that fight?
I think it was a great fight overall. I actually thought, like you said, it was going to be a beatdown for Rodriguez. I actually thought it was going to be, Yair decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go to that, but I don't know. Once Ortega found out that he can't stand up and should take it to the ground every time, he started taking him to the ground, beginning up every round. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's wraps. It's wraps. So, yeah.
Does anyone else just get lost in Brian Ortega's eyes?
Yeah.
No homo. No
I
homo.
might have to say no on that one.
No?
I'm with you, John.
Just me? Oh, okay.
I think I'm with you.
All right, cool, cool. All right. But yeah, no, impressive win for Ortega. I mean, it's good for him to get back in the win column.
His jiu-jitsu is insane.
Insane.
If this guy could just get in there and grab a hold of people and not try to act like he knows how to throw strikes, he might be a damn savage and win a title. But, you know, he wants to mess around and get pieced up on the feet too often for me to take him too seriously. But that ground game is elite. Insane.
Topuria would destroy him on the feet. He'd take his head off.
And Topuria
He
will
would
have an answer
do
for
it.
that ground game. I don't think there's no competition there, but
Yeah.
I'll still watch the fight though.
Okay. So are you guys all in that Ortega is a whole new man, a whole new fighter?
Nah.
Nah.
Transformed. He leveled up. He evolved.
Nah.
This might be his final form.
Get some stand-up, then maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Touche. All right.
Touche.
All right. Cool. So, main event: Brandon versus Brandon. Brandon versus Brandon. Moreno versus Royval. Kind of a slow start. The first round was kind of a feeling out process for both guys.
Like every fight, really.
Yeah. And then Moreno was the one come round 2, really picked it up, landed some big overhand rights and lefts, landing the heavy shots. So I for sure had Moreno winning rounds 2, and I would say round 1 also. And then I don't know if he just overexerted himself and maybe gassed out a little bit, or if he was just playing the long game, knowing, hey, I've been here before. I know what a 5-round fight is all about. You know, I've been in these championship 5-round fights. So maybe he was just kind of reserving his energy, knowing we still got 5. You know, we still got rounds 3, 4, and 5 to go. So rounds 3 and 4 really was Royval starting to just the offensive output. You know, not a lot of significant strikes, but just a lot of just heavy output.
Yeah.
With an occasional, Moreno swinging for the fences, you know. But yeah, and then round 5, everybody felt like it was, 2-2 going into round 5, and yeah, after watching it, I did predict it would be a split decision, Royval, which it came to be true. So first of all, just what do you guys think of the whole fight as a whole? And did you have that outcome? Did you have Royval finishing? Did you have Royval winning the fight? Scott, what do you think?
No, I did not have Royval winning the fight. I had Moreno winning that fight, and I think he won that fight, and that was a damn close fight. First round was really close. Second and third round, second round was Moreno's round. Clearly won that round. Now, third and fourth round were clearly Royval. Is that right, John?
That's what I had.
Yeah, that's what I had as well. Like I said, first round was a little bit close. Fifth round, I actually had Moreno winning that round. I just thought he landed like 5 or 6 good shots, like 5 overhand rights. I think he had a good elbow in there. Now, Royval was coming at him with like that Nate Diaz, just constantly just putting hands on him, but they weren't really doing much. A lot of just touching him. A lot of it was mostly getting blocked, in my opinion. So I want to score that 5th round for Moreno. He also had a hold of his back a few times, controlled him against the cage for a lot of that last round. Didn't do anything really with that, but again, in a close round, that does make a difference. So yeah, if I had to score it, I had rounds 1, 2, and 5 for Moreno. Therefore, I think he should have gotten that win in a close fight. But I can't be mad at that decision. I think Royval definitely did enough to win a close fight. That was a very close fight all around. So I'm not mad at the decision. I just feel like Moreno barely should have had the win. But close fight. It was an entertaining fight. I was expecting a bit more out of Moreno. Champion in the past. I was just expecting a bit more out of him. But props to Royval for getting that win tonight. What do you think, Ty?
I'm going to start by saying this is probably one of the closest fights I've seen in a long time.
It was really close.
It was close.
It was very close.
Yes, coming out the gate, that overhand was probably Brandon Moreno's weapon of choice tonight, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He threw that dude, I don't even know how many times, but he landed a lot of times.
He landed a lot.
Yeah. And that alone, I feel like, did a lot of part in scoring for me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Brandon Moreno landed a lot more. I can't talk. Royval. He was just doing, like you said, that Nate Diaz style. He was just touching him. I didn't really see too much significant damage like Brandon Moreno did. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I definitely had Moreno in that fight overall.
But, I mean, if you do go look at the stats, they do heavily favor Royval.
Do they?
Significant strikes, 145 to 112. I mean, that's fairly close.
I feel like they was counting the little touches he was doing, though.
Exactly, but those aren't really considered significant.
All right.
Close strikes in general, but yeah, Royval 177 to 119, 145 significant to 112, 97 head to 48. So I mean, if you're looking strictly at stats, you're gonna say Royval, but if you really see the bigger picture, I still think Moreno won that fight. I think his shots he landed were a lot more damaging, I should say.
And didn't Moreno have a couple takedowns as well?
He had a lot of control during that fight. Didn't do much with it, but
I was gonna say he was holding them, but
it's a close fight. You can't really get mad at either way, in my opinion.
Yep. Still a great fight.
Yeah, no, it was a split. So you guys obviously weren't the only ones who picked Moreno.
Yeah.
So, man, awesome main event.
Now, one thing though, one judge had 49-46 Moreno. That I disagree with. There's no way that I can see in any way that Moreno won 4 of those 5 rounds.
No.
That judge smoking some crack big time.
Yeah, for it to be a split decision and one judge has 49-46 is just ridiculous. So,
would you say it could have been a draw?
Yeah, for sure. It was a close fight.
So what does this all mean? So, Pantoja was in the building, front row watching the fight. It looks like it'll be Pantoja and Royval again. So do you see Royval, from watching this fight, do you think he can take that belt? What do you think?
Yeah, anything's possible, man. I think I would favor Pantoja for, at this point, but, it'd be an interesting fight. If Royval can come in start a little bit earlier with that aggressive, style and not kind of wait till the third round to really get going, I could definitely see him pulling off the upset. But I think the odds makers would favor Pantoja by a fairly good amount. Ty, what do you think about that?
Pantoja or Royval?
Pantoja. I think
Pantoja for Scott. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say Pantoja, just because I'm not really too familiar with this division. I'm really more watch Moreno more than anything. But from what I've seen, I think definitely I'd take Pantoja over Royval.
Okay.
Yeah.
You give me one word. I'm going to tell you this. Ortega versus Topuria.
A bully beatdown. Oh, sorry, that's 2 words.
That's fine.
One word?
One word.
Decapitation.
Whew. That guillotine?
I like that.
That guillotine from Ortega? Yeah?
Nard?
Decapitating? Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
You got you misinterpreted what he meant by guillotine. He meant Ortega's head getting chopped off.
Oh.
Not getting a choke.
Okay. All right.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right.
I like it. I like decapitation.
All right. Well, shoot. Yeah. Awesome card. Had a great time.
Great
Really good free card. You gotta love that.
Yeah. No, you can't beat that for a free card.
Nah.
So
Let's be real. We're not gonna be recapping all the fight nights because some of them aren't worth it.
And we don't want to see that shit.
Let's be real, but this one was definitely worth it.
all right, that's a wrap on UFC Fight Night, Mexico City. Our next video we'll be getting into UFC 299 with Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. So be on the lookout for that one. Make sure you like,
Drop a comment down below.
Hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this.
and ring that notification bell. And make sure you follow us on social media. And until then, we're out.
out.